Hello guys, welcome to Daily Current Affairs series. Today we will discuss about 25th October current affairs. Myself Sunny Sandeep. Welcome to our channel Gear Up for Group 1 exam. Let us discuss the today's important current affairs. Before going to our current affairs, let me wish regarding Vijay Dasmi. My best wishes to all of you and all the best for your preparation. Like any competitive exams like UPSC, APPSC and TSPSC and bank exams and railway exams also. Here what we have to learn from this festival, that is for our competitive exams, the performance arts tradition during the Dasara festival was inscribed by UNESCO as one of the intangible cultural heritage of humanity in 2008. That's why we have to learn from this festival, that is the arts and arts tradition is performed by the performance art tradition during this Dasara festival was inscribed by the UNESCO as one of the intangible cultural heritage of humanity in 2008. Next one, yellow dust. Here North Korean authorities have urged citizens to remain indoors to avoid contact with a mysterious cloud of yellow dust blowing in from China, which they have warned could bring COVID 19 with it. We know that COVID 19 around the world, and here in this situation, good news is active cases are decreasing it if you compare to March and April period. Now almost some 40 to 50% active cases are decreased. But now here is an interesting article related to COVID 19, that is yellow dust. Here, North Korean authorities have urged citizens to remain indoors to avoid contact with the mysterious cloud of yellow dust blowing it from China. Now, that is, it is originating from China. Here, Asian dust are also known as a yellow dust, yellow sand, yellow wind, or China dust storms. Here, first of all, we will see the another names of this yellow dust, that is Asian dust, yellow sand, yellow wind, or China dust storms is actually sand from deserts in China and Mongolia that have high speed surface winds carry into both North Korea and South Korea during the specific periods of every year. It is not a any mysterious or any different thing. It's like a every year it will blow from the China and Mongolia to the North Korea and South Korea. That's why North Korean authorities have urged citizens to remain indoors to avoid contact with the mysterious cloud of yellow dust. Here with this yellow dust there may be some respiratory alignments also. Next one, fourth industrial revolution. We know that there are previous three industrial revolutions are there. It is started from 1760. In the first industrial revolution, mechanization, water power, steam power, that is steam engine is important in 1760, that is first industrial revolution. After that, second industrial revolution, that is mass production assembly line, electricity. Apart from that, steel, oil and electricity are the important in second industrial revolution, that is started from 1860. After that, third revolution, we know that is a computer and automatization, that is we will call it as a digital revolution also. It is started from 1960. Now we are in the fourth industrial revolution, that is a cyber physical systems. Here IIT Kharagpur and TCS, that is Tata Consultancy Services, have jointly developed a novel industry 4.0 technology for remotely controlled factory operations and real-time quality correction during the industrial production in a bid to deliver the quality output at a low cost. Next one, Libya. Here rival parties in Libya on Friday announced a historic ceasefire followed by a 5 days of 5+5 Libyan Joint Military Commission, that is JMC, talks in Geneva, giving a way to the possibility that the long drawn conflict might be coming to an end. We know that after Gaddafi outstation, there may be a political turmoil in Libya. As for that, rival parties in Libya Friday announced that there may be a Libyan Joint Military Commission talks in Geneva. That gives the long-drawn conflict. It might be coming to an end. Here, as per this new agreement, that is 5+5 Libyan Joint Military Exercise, new agreement facilitated by the UN, all foreign mercenaries and armed forces will have to withdraw within the next 90 days. It's very important, within next 90 days, and the parties also agreed that any violations in the ceasefire will be dealt by the joint military force, which will be under the unified command. Next one, BNO passports. Here, BNO passports means British National Overseas. We know that previously Hong Kong under the British. After that, China got the action after British. That is, Britain recently said that it will start to process BNO, that is British National Overseas visa applications for residents in the Hong Kong Special Area, Special Administrative Region, that is HKSAR, from January 31st, 2021. In counter to that, Chinese Foreign Ministry said that it will consider not recognizing Hong Kong British National Overseas passports as valid travel documents a day after British government's announcement of new visa rules for British National Overseas citizens in Hong Kong, that is started from January 30. That will start from January 31st, 2021. That's why China given a counter action to the Hong Kong. That is strong action to the UK, that is Britain. With this, we can conclude our video. Thanks for watching. Like, share and subscribe to our channel. Get up for Group 1 exam. This is Sunny Sandeep signing out. Take care and bye-bye.